What's going on? It's my life in the shop. I'm your host, Donald Washington. I brought you guys the 26-year-old female that was stabbed on the CTA train March 11th. This was Saturday morning on the 100 block of South Wabash. She has been identified as Samantha Maldonado, and they are announcing an arrest. They have announced an arrest of her ex-boyfriend. His name is Alejandro Arellano. I'm terrible with names. According to the legal help firm, it's going to say she was stabbed to death in overnight hours, March 11, 2023. She was on a CTA platform. Her ex-boyfriend has been arrested. Now, I'm going to bring you guys this video. I have that video here. I'm going to also bring you guys this young girl right here. Her name is Dejanay Yoakum, 18 years old. She was shot in the head 12 days ago. They're saying she passed away. This is according to Chi-Town Crime Chasers. Also saw this on other platforms as well. I'm also bringing you guys Martin G. Johnson, the Crime Chasers, brought you guys on 183rd Halsted. A Popeye's Chicken was in a shooting over a customer dispute. Let me tell you something. People are nuts and people are crazy. Let me tell you something. Some people just move. And people are just moving. They're moving out of Chicago. They're moving out of New York. They're moving out of Baltimore. They're moving out of California. And they're going just... I'm also bringing you guys tomorrow. These two are going to have a debate. I'm interested, and the biggest hot topic is what I cover. Violence. Also, the Chicago Bears. Let's roll, baby. Let's roll. They getting a good defense. They getting the offensive line. And they got two receivers. Let's roll. So now, in this particular case, guess what? She named them. The police are going to announce before she passed. Somebody took this video of her. You can't see anything. You can just see people surrounded. But this is it. And this is the video here. All right, this is the video here. She was able to make her way to the main street. When the police asked her, hey, who did this to you? She named him. Good for her. All right, so story's going to say, ex-boyfriend arrested in fatal Loop stabbing. The victim gives name before she passes. Story's going to read, he approached her on the platform and stopped her. Now, when I read this, it sounded like, whoa, like people, you know, was in my comments, like, it's some crazies out there. And I'm like, something ain't adding up. You know, in most of the cases when young ladies, when this happened, I'm always looking like, yo, was that domestic? Was that a domestic? That don't just seem random. And sure enough, it wasn't. He approached her on the platform and stopped her as she was walking towards an arriving train. The woman tried to move away, but he pushed her, pulled out a knife, and stabbed her repeatedly. She tried to turn around and run back to the street before collapsing. Responding officers found on 200 block of South Wabash, a trail of blood leading from the station. They're going to say she was taken to the hospital. She was stabbed in the abdomen, chest, and arm. Probably a defensive wound trying to... They're saying he fled on a train, but the investigation was able to use the CTA and the police surveillance cameras. I keep telling people, get cameras everywhere. It needs to be mandatory in some communities. They was able to track his movements. 15 hours later, 1600, they found him. They was able to track his movements and arrested him 15 hours later on 1600 block of North Kimball Avenue. He was carrying a folded knife when he was taken to custody. Although this offender is in custody, there's still a family out here who's grieving the loss of a young woman who had an entire life ahead of her. He's been arrested before. Now, look at this. And a lot of people are saying Chicago is so soft on crime. In August 2014, he pulled out a knife for someone. He was charged with aggravated assault, but the case was dismissed according to the court records. Now, the prior chief Superintendent Eric Johnson, this was one of his main issues. He was saying so many offenders are going to jail and they're getting out. Every time I do a show, each and almost each and every one of the offenders has a prior. I did a show where a guy murdered somebody, and a year ago he was arrested and let go for the exact same crime, or like an aggravated assault, shooting at somebody. As a matter of fact, he shot somebody in the leg or something, blasted at somebody, hit him in the leg, and was let out. This is why proactive people in Democratic cities, a lot, not all of them, well, actually, all of them. That's why people move out when you go to New York, California. This is what I'm saying. For every time when I bring up the mayor's race and people are like, oh, this vote, it's a matter of life and death. Well, why would y'all vote the same thing in that was not working? So it's like, okay, cool. This is working terribly. We're going to just keep on the terrible path we're on. That's why I'm independent now. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Hold up. That don't make it look, that ain't adding up to me. We're going to vote for terrible. We already got terrible in here. And then so we want to just keep terrible in? Huh? What? Huh? Help it make sense. Somebody, please. In my comments section, help that make sense. This story is going to read. Dejanay Yokum, she's only 18. 18 years old on March 1st, 2020, police responded to a shot spot alert calls of a female, 45th and Drexel. When they arrived, they found Dejanay on the ground with a gunshot wound to the head. She was rushed to UFC hospital, critical condition. After surgery, she was placed on life support, but unfortunately 10 days later was pronounced. CPD has no suspects in custody. Anyone with information, cbdtips.com, contact with $15,000 reward. Family is grieving and hurting, now seeking answers, get her justice. Please keep them uplifted in your prayers. So what I talk about is a lot of people, and this is why I think that younger leadership is better for the community. Older leadership has still a thought process of, oh, we just need to vote, and all this is go away. No. Until the people in the community decide they are had enough, it ain't getting done. Had enough. You go to my cousin community and they ain't having it. You go to Chinatown. No. Keep that in Inglewood, buddy. And they let you know. They let you know, yes, I'm watching you. Yes, and I'm going to continue to watch you. Yes, I'm calling the police on you. Yes, we got cameras on you. Yes, you'll be arrested 10 minutes after you commit any crime in this community. Don't do it. And guess what? People don't do it. This is why they have less crime. Well, they have less until we come in their community, do some crime. Can't even go to Popeye's Chicken. Mark G. Johnson, crime chaser. Here go his video. I'm going to show y'all his video. Check it. So Mark G. Johnson posted this. And then they're saying it was a shoot. Must have been a shoot. I've done shows. Nah, it's not saying whether it was whether it's an employee, was it two customers, or what it was. But it's just saying customers dispute. But I've done shows where, hey, where's my ketchup? Bow, bow, bow. What did Chris Rock say? Wow, they go into the movie. Wow, this movie's so good, I gotta bust a cap in here. I mean, at the end of the day, man, it makes no sense. You can't even go to a Popeyes, grab some chicken. Yo, where's my... And so here we go. Here go politics. We think that, oh, no problem. Let all these killers go in our community. Let's not do nothing for ourselves. We're just going to vote. It's just as easy as going to the polls, and there you go. There you go. I've done a show on this, and I looked up Brandon Johnson on what he's doing, and he took a playbook. To me, it looks like he took a playbook out of Mayor Lloyd Lightfoot's playbook. Honestly. The other guy, Vallis. Anyway, y'all, to some good news. Finally, the Bears are trying to get pieces around Justin. We got 2 receivers. We got an offensive lineman and defensive lineman. Really looking good next year. And that's just the beginning. That's just the trading season right now. That's Monday. That was the first day of free agency. And we already getting good players. We definitely looking to go to the Super Bowl. Hopefully. We looking to do really good. We got receivers. I'm going to bring you guys that tomorrow. Anyway, y'all, it's getting late. It's time to call it. But make sure y'all be safe out there, man. We need to set up cameras everywhere. Nobody's coming to save us. And other communities figured it out. They figured that out. They're like, oh, we got to figure this out. In fact, we're going to help the police help themselves. In our community, I went to a crime scene, and a lady that has it on ring doorbell was like, please, I ain't telling them nothing. I'm not, oh no, they better not ask me. In fact, I got a footage of some ladies at a crime scene, and they was telling each other how they're not going to tell the police, how they know exactly who did it, and they're not going to tell the police. And then one of them said, oh, my son, we live down the street. Yeah, true story. True story. And then she says, and my point of saying, she says she has a son, right? Because her son is going to be out there. It was 4 or 5 shootings on that block. I covered that block like 4 or 5 times. And that, it was like last year or 2021. And there's 4 shootings, murders. And nobody on that block still, and nobody got caught. It's probably the same murderer. Because once they get away with it again, guess what they're going to do? Get away with it the second, third time. Oh, and they're coming back a 4th time. With the odds in this city, oh, you probably get away with it. But once you let it be known, we're tired of it. You're going to go to jail for the rest of your life. And people will be like, I'm going to hang it up. Anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, let me know what you think about this video. Peace.
City on fire, ooh, down to the wire. It's my life in the shy. Ooh, it's my life in the shy.